Welcome children in our English language class. In this chapter we are going to learn about verbs. Now children, as we have learned about verbs, what are verbs? The work that the noun or a pronoun does is called a verb. So you can say, in other words, the action words are also called verbs. Now here are an exercise which we have to do, which says match the following. Now let's do the match. The first is the greengrocer. So who is a greengrocer? One who sells vegetables. So we'll match this, a greengrocer, to one who sells vegetables. So let's match it. It is one with C. Artist. Who is an artist? One who paints pictures. So he is an artist. Tailor. A tailor is one who stitches clothes. And florist. Let's see who a florist is. It is somewhere below. So a florist is one who is a florist? One who sells flowers. And who is a grocer? A grocer is one who sells grains. So it goes with the answer over here, B. So this is what we have done, is that we have matched the works of all these people. So what do these people do? We have mentioned it. So here we have some verbs also. Let's see. We know that action words are called verbs. We cannot have a sentence without a verb. So unless and until we add a verb to a sentence, it is an incomplete sentence. Now let's read these sentences. Mohan plays cricket. So, which is the action word over here? It is plays. He has a bat. So here, has is a verb. He is a good player. So, which is the verb here? Is. So, these are the verbs in the sentence. So, without a verb, a sentence is always considered as incomplete. The words in color function as verbs in these sentences. So, as I told you, all these words that I have underlined are verbs, or they represent the action of the noun or the pronoun used in the sentence. Now, what else should we know about verbs? Verbs tell us about actions. Actions means place, possessions, that is what it has, and state of being, that is represented as is. Now let's see the flowchart shown here. So first we have the heading as verbs, and under verbs what kind of actions are included? First is the actions, then possessions with the verbal words like has, have and had. Then being verbs. Being verbs include is, am, are, was and were. Now action words are like, example, fish swim and I wrote a letter. So swim is a verb and wrote is a verb. I have 32 teeth. Leela had long hair. So it is a possession. So it is showing what? Have is showing the possession, and had is also depicting the possession of the noun or the pronoun. Then being verbs. Meera is excited. So here is showing the being of, the state of being, what Meera is in. Then Tarun was ill yesterday. So these are all the verbs that you need to know. The verb is the most important part of a sentence. The shortest sentence contains only a verb. For example, go. The shortest sentence with a verb is go. So, when you are playing a quiz, you can use this kind of a knowledge. Now, your A exercise. Let's recollect our nursery rhymes and fill in the blanks with appropriate verbs. So, I hope you remember all your nursery rhymes. So, children, we are going to just recall those nursery rhymes. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Then another poem is Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So children, I hope you recalled all your rhymes. Now this third one is to be done by you. So the third rhyme is to be done by you. Let's see what is next. Write a sentence to describe each picture. Underline the action verbs. Now, the first sentence you have is that a grandmother is telling a story to her granddaughter. So, what is the sentence you will write? The grandmother is telling stories to the granddaughter. Right? So which is the verb used over here? It is telling. So telling is the verb that is used over here. Let's see the next one. Here a boy is dancing. So you can write he is dancing, and dancing is the verb that is used over here. So in the third sentence, it is the boy is eating a watermelon. So the boy is eating a watermelon. So the verb used here is eating. Then the girl is playing the guitar. So the verb will be playing. So children, I told you everything and I made you recognize all the pictures. So it's now your turn to write it down properly in the blanks. Now, let's see what is in the exercise C. Choose suitable verbs from the brackets to complete these sentences. So let's now select the proper verbs from these options. The soldiers dashed out of the palace gates. So the verb will be marched out of the palace gates. Dark clouds dash in the sky before the storm. Dark clouds gathered in the sky before the storm. The waiter dashed the table for the dinner. The waiter laid the table for the dinner. So children, I have marked the answers and you will write it in the blanks. Let's see what is next. The parrot dashed out of the cage. The parrot flew out of the cage. The boat dashed down the river. The boat sailed down the river. So children, I hope you have understood and you wrote all the correct options. Now it's your turn to write it in the blanks given. Now, question D. What we have in question D is fill in the blanks with the opposites of the highlighted verbs. Now, the highlighted verb, there are some highlighted verbs and in the blanks you have to write the opposite of it. So the first one is done for you. I thought I lost my book, but today I found it in my friend's bag. So which are the words that are opposite? The opposite of lost is found. Second sentence, I refused to play the role of a queen, so my friend accepted it. It is accepted it. So the opposite of refused is accepted. Next, Simran likes to watch television but dislikes, opposite of like, dislikes playing video games. So children, I hope you can understand. Now the opposite of one is lose. Remember is forget. Then most of the committee members agreed to the proposal but some refused. So opposite of agreed is refused. I hope this is clear. Okay. Now let's complete this paragraph using suitable words from the box. So there are some words given in the box and we will complete this paragraph. Myra dash many books. So Myra, what does Myra do? Myra writes many books. So you will write over here, writes many books. Her favorite poet is Kalidas. Sometimes she recites poems by herself and sometimes she practices them in class and practices them in class. Her teacher always praises her. Praises her. Myra wants to become a writer. So I hope this is clear and you will do the rest of the blanks. So children, this is all for today. So meet you in the next class with the rest of the work. Till then, have a nice day.